What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Yeah. One time for the one time, man. Right back on the grind. Better know it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We came to rock out on this Thursday. Turn up. Let the beat bang one time. Let the beat bang one time, goddamn me. We got us a good show today. We gonna show up and show out, goddamn. Y'all control traffic down there. Control traffic. Bang the like button on your way in. I really would appreciate it if you bang the like button on your way in. Don't get caught hating, goddamn. Let's get the likes up. Let's get a few more people in there, so we can rock out. We ain't gonna be here all day, goddamn. I ain't gonna hold y'all up all day. Just a little bit of your time. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. Hey man, I keep hearing about this goddamn Obama gate. This goddamn Obama gate is heating up. This motherfucker is heating up. Woo-wee. Them goddamn Dems are fighting. Them goddamn Democrats fighting. They say, hey man, say man, it's 2020, nigga, goddamn, we can't do another vote. We can't do another vote in a rowboat. Fuck that, nigga. We need the ship. We need the keys to the ship, goddamn. Political madness. Political madness. These motherfuckers is crazy. And guess who they send out there? They send these niggas out there to go do the dirty work. Send a nigga out there strapped up, got the bomb on his chest. Nigga, go blow that bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Me, nigga, I don't want my face on the scene. I don't want my face on the scene, goddamn. But these niggas will turn on you in a New York second. These niggas will turn on you in a New York second. They should be taken out back. They should be taken out back and dealt with accordingly. Okay? We gotta stop letting these niggas get away because they too comfortable. They too comfortable with coming out here doing what they doing to us. You understand me? It is no repercussions to the. You understand me? No repercussions. Yeah. Who in the building? Who in the building? How y'all feeling out there, goddamn? Who in this motherfucker? Let's turn up, goddamn. Chief Courtney Mitchell in the motherfucking dope. Boots on the grind. He first up. Seneca J. Bird from Orchid in this motherfucker. The perfection and pulled up. St. Cruz. OG St. Cruz in this motherfucker. He say time for some truth. Goddamn it, you goddamn right, OG. Turn up. Mike Jane Boston in this motherfucker. Eric Jenkins, I see you. Knowledge seeker. Universal thought. My nigga 9 ether that fell in this motherfucker. Kevin Stenhouse right behind him. I see you. I see you. He say Top Cats pulled up the back door on it. Yeah, man, goddamn. True King in the building. Mark Harrison in this motherfucker in a real way. Y'all better know it, goddamn. Chauncey Moore, I see you. Midtown Pookie that fell in this motherfucker. We rockin' out. We rockin' out. Marquis Johnson, I see you. Yeah. My nigga Winston Lee, he brought 3 niggas, say one for me, goddamn. We gonna toast to the good life around this motherfucker. OG Carly crushing this bitch. Yeah. D Pre the Aborigine, I see you. Rampage Fan 33. Run 314. Gun content, goddamn. Machine gun a motherfucker down. Rashawn Waiters in his hoe. AMG2 got his boots on the grind in a major way. Motherfucking couple twos, man. That was my bad. That was my bad, man. They ain't stopped that, goddamn. We right back on it. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. We done got a few people in the door, goddamn. We don't need everybody in the world in this motherfucker. But I do got some news that you can use. I got some news you can use, man. Trump said, okay, you wanna play rough? You wanna play rough? Say hello to my little friend. Cut these goddamn tones. What's up with it, family? Turn up in this motherfucker. How y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling out there, goddamn? Big money they feeling the dough. I see you goddamn big money. Let me hold some, goddamn. All they goddamn money, nigga. Let me hold some. Let me hold some, goddamn. What's up? What's up? Let me pull this down, man. We gonna go into it. Alright, so man, these DMs ain't out here bullshit, man. You know. But I want to tell y'all something, right? Because whenever you see the media heating up, the most important news, you'll always get it at the end of the week, right? Because they like to keep motherfuckers asleep. And so the most important news always gonna drop on the Friday. So if you're looking for something, you gotta look for it on the Friday, right? And so tomorrow, a little bit by little bit, goddamn, will get to coming out. And then on Fridays, you wait for them to drop it. And because by the weekend, you understand me, they want it to just pass by. Cause on the weekends and shit, most motherfuckers ain't paying attention, right? And I want to tell you something too. Another thing, whenever motherfuckers rocking out like this here, whenever you see like the type of shit that we seeing now, you getting all types of police brutality cases and all of that. Listen, man, bro, listen. White folks don't give a fuck about you niggas, okay? White folks don't give a fuck about you niggas. They be seeing them cops get on black folks' ass. Them niggas be in the background screaming, "World Star." That what them goddamn white politicians be out there talking about. World Star, okay? It's always set up by design. And like I told y'all the other day, when we pulled out the relationship between the civil rights and the Democrats, right, dating back to JFK and King and Martin Luther King, folks don't give a fuck about niggas, okay? And so it's always political. That's why they always control the narrative by coming out telling niggas the hands up, don't shoot, okay? As soon as you get to hearing that shit done, no justice, no peace, nigga, you've been had, okay? You've been bamboozled. You've been taken. You've been hoodwinked, goddamn. Y'all heard Malcolm. Y'all heard Malcolm. And then a lot of time we go out there and participate, right? They got motherfuckers jogging around the country and shit. Got motherfuckers jogging around the country. Got motherfuckers going to buy hoodies and Skittles and shit, right? Got niggas putting tape on their mouth, talking about they can't breathe and shit, right? It's always political, and it's always coming from the motherfucking dirty ass Democrats, okay? Always coming from them dirty ass Democrats, man. And it's by time, man. It is 2020. If we haven't woke up and caught a hold to the play yet, you feel me? So whenever this type of shit start coming out and it's all over the news, it's a distraction. It's a distraction from white folks' business, okay? That's what I want you to understand. Whenever you see that, it is a distraction from white folks' business, okay? So it's a lot of political shit going on right now. And when it started getting dirty like this here, motherfuckers running around here saying, what is Obamagate? What is Obamagate? Well, white folks don't want you to know what Obamagate is, okay? Obama was so happy his 8 years was up and he was going to get out, right? When he got out, what did he do? He stayed the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? You know when a nigga commit a crime, goddamn, you done got down on a motherfucker, what you do? You go lay low. You go sit your ass down somewhere, okay? And get out of it goddamn quit showing your face. And they just so happen to have a motherfucker like Trump in there. Now, what the Democrats did was they took a big risk by going with Biden, right? making him a Democratic candidate. Now, the reason why they wanted him to get in is because he already know the play, right? And it's kind of dangerous to bring in new motherfuckers in your circle when you running a criminal organization, right? We'll just say it like that. We'll just call it what it is. Now, the less motherfuckers that know, the more susceptible you'll be of getting away with, right? So they had no choice but to throw him in there, right? Bernie Sanders, he was just a smoke screen, right? Bernie is a little nigga, okay? He's a little nigga. That nigga ain't nothing. He be coming out here talking fast, talking slick, and you just a little nigga, Bernie, okay? And that was your last try, right? That was your last try, nigga. You'll never get to be that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You B team, bench riding ass nigga, okay? You ain't putting up no points anyway. And so now we've come to a day. It's the 2020 election, right? Now, it's no coincidence, like I've been saying, that they dropped the goddamn Rona and made this, came up with this epidemic on election year. No way, right? Now, truth be told, the Dems need more time. They needed more time, right? Now, Donald Trump, listen, man, motherfuckers say what they want to say, homie. But when Trump closed them fucking borders, when he jumped on it and closed them borders, homie, that was the worst thing that could have happened to them, right? For him to jump out there and close the borders. Now, he fucked up because legally, he couldn't do nothing about the Corona team, right? That's not, hold on, y'all, let me go in here real quick. All right, now, my bad, y'all can't see the check. Give me 2 seconds. The worst thing that could have happened for them was Trump closing them goddamn borders, right? Because he kind of stopped it prematurely. Reason why I say that, we'll take, for example, like over here in Dubai, right? Over here in Dubai, they've been going through this shit since December, January. That shit ain't really hit the States, ain't really feel it until March. We ain't really feel it in the States until March, right? Now, that was too much. That wasn't really too much time for them to goddamn getting to putting their play together, right? So we fast forward up until now. It's been some shit going on behind the scenes that the news wasn't pushing out, right? Because this Corona situation happened. So the Dems come, they always got this one in their back pocket, and they come out and slide out the now shit was heating up for Bill Gates and all of that. We know down there 1 billion people that signed the petition and shit to investigate his foundation. Moving on. During that same time in March, when the shit started heating up in the States, it was some more shit going on. Niggas wasn't even talking about. What nobody talking about. And so now we've come out of the lockdown, and now they're building on this civil rights shit, right? Black people being cracked. The same shit that we seen in Obama. All right, so we're gonna turn it up. So fast forward now. What's on? We're gonna start over here, right? We're gonna start now. The other day I brought out Como motherfucking ass. What's up? I see some more people that fell in the building. Goddamn. Saw Eagle 99 and then motherfucker Mark Wanley's in the house. Sister Betty in the house. Goddamn. All right. So we gonna turn up. So Topaz, what's up with it, Topaz? Where my hug at? H-Town in the building. Where my hug at? All right, so we're going to come over here to Como, right? And now I brought this out the other day. Como is letting billionaires plan New York future. It doesn't have to be this way. The New York government is replacing elected representatives with private. Unaccountable monopolists and lawmakers across the U.S. are doing the same thing. I want to run that back. Unaccountable monopolists and lawmakers across the U.S. are doing the same thing. What are they doing? They're replacing elected representatives with private. Okay? Let's come down. Last week, the New York governor, Andrew Cuomo, announced the former Microsoft CEO and Gates Foundation head Bill Gates would be responsible for re-imaging New York's educational system. Kumo also asked former Google CEO Eric Schmidt to lead a panel planning New York's post-COVID tech infrastructure. All right, the appointments of Schmidt and Gates represents pandemic shock doctrine that is being rushed into. Hold on, they didn't say that's being brought into. They said being rushed into being as bodies stockpile up. So that is being rushed into being as the bodies still pile up, and treats our past weeks of physical isolation not as painful necessities to save lives, but as living laboratories for a permanent and highly profitable, no-touch future. As she points out, two billionaires have distraught records in the precise areas of public policy. They are charged with leading the Gates Foundation, was the driving force behind the high-stakes testing ring and Common Core fiasco. And Smith's vision of the future is Black Mirror with a bow on it. Mass surveillance plus public investment in companies in which he has stake. Mass surveillance plus public investment in companies in which he has stake. Even if Smith and Gates have good policies, Kumo knighting of them offenses the American self-government. Nobody voted for them, and they are accountable to no one. Kumo, often accused of being too close to big campaign donors, is tripling down. He is simply allowing billionaires to plan our future directly, taking out the middleman. And now I bet, remember, we've been banging on Como for a little minute, right? This bitch ass nigga, we know he a puppet. You brought here, you broke nigga. You coming around this hoe, got a broke nigga swag. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know you a paid for. You got put there. You not smart. You not a leader, homie. You did nothing but complain this whole pandemic. You talking about you came out banging, talking about you'll close the you'll open up the goddamn New York when you want to, cause you the governor, right? Well, bitch, you had the opportunity to close New York because you came out your mouth and said this is one of the most highly tourist places in the world, and started bragging about how many people fly in. But you have this information, but you ain't had it enough sense to goddamn close the border. So everybody that died in New York is on your fucking watch. You the elected governor, homie. You took that position. You took that position. You can't just come here and be worried about spending the money, but you ain't gonna take motherfucking responsibility for everything bad happen. We're not gonna be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And so, in case you have any doubts, that is a new form of government worming its way into our old democracy way. Como anointed these stars at the exact same time that he took vast new powers. Okay, let's find out. Did y'all know that Como took vast new powers away from the state legislature, which has not been holding regular legislative hearings? Okay, so this nigga, all of this shit been crooked. There's been a whole lot of crooked shit going on from these goddamn Democrats, right? These motherfuckers then separated themselves away from the rest of the country. And the motherfuckers sitting at the center of the motherfucking stage, who are talking to all of these goddamn governors and all these motherfucking legislators and shit. Guess who been talking to him? Bill Gates. Okay, Bill Gates is sitting at the front of the motherfucking classroom, and he is goddamn instructing these niggas on how this shit's supposed to go. And so when we go back to 2010, when Fauci and Bill Gates teamed up, right? When they teamed up, in 2012, Fauci became head of the board, top 5 on the board, right? The Bill Gates Foundation of vaccines, okay? The vaccine board, Fauci motherfucking ass, right? Fauci got popped, giving 3.7, and he backed out and gave another 3.7, right? They got popped on this shit. This is all information the motherfuckers know, right? Trump came out, tweeted, fire Fauci, right? And motherfuckers said, okay, well, you know, it's laying low, we ain't heard nothing about it. Now Trump right back banging on the nigga. Don't worry about it, we about to get into it, right? We about to get into it, because see, you can say what you want. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want, homie. This is all democratic. So everybody out there talking about they finna rush the ballots and shit, anybody but Trump, we about to find out what's taking place then, all right? Okay. All right. As he took vast new powers away from the state legislature, which has not been holding regular legislative hearings since the 1st of April. Lawmakers are not notable. MIA in the middle of a pandemic, and by all accounts, Como likes it that way. Okay, he like it that way. Turning away from the local elected representatives and towards billionaires with no accountability represents a terrible erosion of Democrat decision making. Represent a terrible erosion of democratic decision making. Okay, so what the fuck has been going on with these goddamn Democrats? What the? Listen to me, homie. All of these fucking new ass laws coming, all these new ass laws to surveillance everybody, goddamn, to vaccine everybody. Now all this shit is coming from Democrats. Okay, not to mention they held out on the motherfucking on the goddamn stimulus, right? And when they came, you know what they argued to get on the stimulus? They wanted the funding to be put back into Planned Parenthood. We brought that out already. They wanted the funding to be put back in Planned Parenthood. That was one of the things they had to ask for in order for them to goddamn sign. Okay? And so they had to sign, and now they back funding the, you know what I'm saying, for now. Okay? Now let's turn up. And when Trump closed the border, all the Democrats had a problem with that, including Joe Biden. Again, when Trump took the money from the WHO, the WHO, Democrats had a problem with that, along with Bill Gates, right? Okay, now let's turn up. Turning away from locally elected representatives and towards billionaires with no accountability represents a terrible erosion of Democratic decision making. Como is quite literally replacing elected representatives with private, unaccountable monopolists, and too many other lawmakers across the U.S. are doing the same thing. From California to Florida, states are turning to big corporations, CEOs and trade associates to not only decide when and how the state should reopen, but also the way the post-virus economy should look like. The various task force and panel states have been convened to chart a way forward, are populated by executives from Pepsi, Dell, Disney, and other corporations. The White House has trotted out steady and steam of Wall Street bankers, former executives, pharmaceutical executives, and big box store CEOs to make promises about pandemic recovery measures, which haven't been kept. For instance, weeks later, the promise Target and the promise Target and Walmart parking lot for testing sites had materialized. Now, I don't know if y'all caught it, but see, they wanted to use Target and Walmart, and Trump told them, fuck no. We ain't doing that because it's going to be a conflict of interest. So, I don't know. I said something about it in the bill, but I didn't think I went all the way into it. But Trump came out and banged on the whole thing. No. Now, we know the relationship between FEMA and Walmart, right? Now, Trump, he said, fuck that shit. So meanwhile, the CARES Act, Congress, Corona Rescue Package, is an authoritarian to down big business reconstructing of the already monopolized American economy. It gives extraordinary powers to the Treasury Secretary to reshape manufacturing, retail, and banking in America with almost no oversight, via access to trillions of dollars from the Federal Reserve. Too many decision makers are ceding the policy to cooperate power and private sector privilege. Even before this terrible pandemic, turning first to big business and their wealthy owners was a common condition of American policy making. When federal lawmakers want to juice the economy, they pass tax cuts for big corporations and the wealthy. When the state and city lawmakers want to promote economy development, they dole out the giveaways to the big company, providing them a leg up over smaller, more local competitors, often without letting constituent know until the contract have already been signed. Well, these big deals publicized enough. Amazon HQ2 deal with New York local communities have shown that they fight back to stop them. All right, so Como stepped out the other day and he put Bill Gates, he pulled up with Bill Gates in the car. Nigga say, God damn, this nigga outside. Bill Gates pull up, say, come on, my nigga, I need you to ride with me and shit. He tell me, hold on, let me get my shoes. That nigga said, nah, don't worry about it, you ain't gonna need them. Go on, get your bitch ass in the car, nigga. Go on, get your bitch ass in the car. All right, so yesterday, your boy Fauci, right? Fauci had to go testify yesterday, right? And so they got his motherfucking ass up there. And you know, they put a demo. He got a few questions to answer. You know what I'm saying? Kafachi, y'all notice he ain't been in the news like he was, right? He ain't been in the news like he was at first, right? And so the shit is slowing down now. Now, instead of you getting a lot of Fachi and shit in your ear every motherfucking day, now you getting police brutality, right? Because there's some shit that's going down right now, and these white folks don't want niggas in their business. So they threw a smoke screen out there with this whole civil rights shit, right? So check it out. Here go Fauci testifying yesterday.
With regard to going back to school, one thing that was left out of that discussion is mortality. I mean, shouldn't we at least be discussing what the mortality of children is? This is for Dr. Fauci as well. You know, the mortality between 0 and 18 in the New York data approaches 0. It's not going to be absolutely 0, but it almost approaches 0. Between 18 and 45, the mortality in New York was 10 out of 100,000. So really, we do need to be thinking about that. We need to observe with an open mind what went on in Sweden, where the kids kept going to school. The mortality per capita in Sweden is actually less than France, less than Italy, less than Spain, less than Belgium, less than the Netherlands, about the same as Switzerland. But basically, I don't think there's anybody arguing that what happened in Sweden is an unacceptable result. I think people are intrigued by it, and we should be. I don't think any of us are certain when we do all these modelings. There have been more people wrong with modeling than right. We're opening up a lot of economies around the U.S., and I hope that people who are predicting doom and gloom and saying, oh, we can't do this, there's going to be a surge, will admit, because I think that's what's going to happen. In rural states, we never really reached any sort of pandemic levels in Kentucky and other states. We have less deaths in Kentucky than we have in an average flu season. It's not to say this isn't deadly, but really outside of New England, we've had a relatively benign course for this virus nationwide.
Okay, but that's not what they've been telling us. That's not what they've been telling us on the fucking news and shit, right? That ain't what they've been telling. They've been telling us we need to be scared. We shouldn't go outside. This shit have been, now they dealing with the real numbers. Now they dealing with the real numbers. And now everybody looking at Fauci crazy around this hoe. Like, my nigga, what the fuck you really had going on then? What was your reasoning for goddamn scaring this shit out of everybody, homie? For pushing this? Because, listen, homie, at the end of the day, y'all know when you go on the rendezvous and you spinning, and you don't even want to count the money, huh? You just, I'm having a good time right now, nigga. I'm on the road, nigga. I'm loving life. You don't even want to stop. And then that day come, nigga, when you wake up one day, nigga, and you say, you know what, fuck it. And you count the money. Nigga. Fauci then woke up, nigga, and now nigga then counted the money. You know what I'm saying? And now reality strikes.
One size fits all, that we're going to have a national strategy and nobody's going to go to school, is kind of ridiculous. We really ought to be doing it school district by school district, and the power needs to be dispersed because people make wrong predictions. And really the history of this, when we look back, will be of wrong prediction after wrong prediction after wrong prediction starting.
Okay? Motherfuckers making all these wrong predictions. Okay? Now you don't see Fauci on your TV screen every motherfucking day, and they bring this nigga out and world renowned, and he on magazine, put all of that shit for nothing. These niggas spent all this fucking money, bought hospital beds and all this shit here. Then, yeah. All this shit. Now Kumo, remember Kumo motherfucking ass, he was on front screen too. Now all of a sudden, nigga, all this shit done died down, and now the gun done turned on these niggas. Now these niggas got questions. When the smoke clear, he in the car, he sitting in the back seat with a motherfucking robe on with Bill Gates in the head nigga of Google. Ain't that some shit? He done let the window down talk about, hey, but nigga, I'm finna ride with them right quick. I'll be right back. He done talk about, hey, go grab my phone charge off the table in the kitchen. Type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Grab that phone charge off the table. I'm finna ride with him. His wife know he don't want to go. He nervous. He just spun the whole bag up. Now, bitch, you got to come do what we talked about. I running that real quick. See if my phone charger, that white one, that white charger. See that motherfucker on the table in that kitchen. I don't know where we going right now, but I'll be right back. He looking in the front seat. Where we going again? Say, my nigga, just, you know, I got a charger. Don't worry about it. I got a charger. All right, baby, don't worry about it. He got a charger. I'm going to call you when I get to where I'm going. Wrong prediction after wrong prediction, goddamn. So what's happening, Fauci?
Ferguson in England. So I think we ought to have a little bit of humility in our belief that we know what's best for the economy. And as much as I respect you, Dr. Fauci, I don't think you're the end all. I don't think you're the one person that gets to make a decision.
Woo! Hey, they ain't got this shit blasted all over your goddamn screen, huh? This shit here ain't for everybody on the goddamn screen, nigga. They got you watching niggas take ass whipping from the cops. They got niggas out here watching NAACP marches and shit. Jogs and niggas running around the country, all political, smoke screens. Why they come over here and talk about white folks' business? Behind closed doors and shit, okay? Now, Fauci, bitch, that nigga said, I respect you, homie, but you ain't the end all be all, nigga. You ain't the final. You know what I'm saying? You don't get the final decision around this hoe, nigga. Because all the shit you done told us, homie, guess what, nigga? A lie detector determines it was a lie. And we try to find out why the fuck was you running around that whole line?
End all. I don't think you're the one person that gets to make a decision. We can listen to your advice, but there are people on the other side saying there's not going to bear this out. But if we keep kids out of school for another year, what's going to parent that's able to teach them at home, we're not going to learn for a full year. And I think we ought to look at the Swedish model, and we ought to look at letting our kids get back to school. It's a huge mistake if we don't open the schools. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, can I respond to that even though there are only 32 seconds?
And you might make...
God damn, see them hoes trying to fuck over me, goddamn. Bitch, don't worry about it. I will sit here until this motherfucker play. If y'all hoes want to play with me like that, bitch. Well, I'm about to get this out to the people. Them hoes trying to cut it off and chop it up. Bitch, I'm getting this out to the people.
I respond to that even though there are only 32 seconds left.
Shut your hoe ass up.
Yes, and you might make it clear whether or not you suggested to school in the fall.
Well, first of all, Senator Paul, thank you for your comments. I have never made myself out to be the end-all.
Them hoes trying to fuck over me. Hold on, y'all. We gonna get 2 seconds. Since they don't want the goddamn video to play. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, the motherfucking video don't work. Okay? Nah. Fuck that, nigga. Let this nigga explain himself, and while he edit, let us know what a 3.7 million went to. Let him explain that shit too.
And go back to school in the fall.
Well, first, thank you for the end-all and only voice in this. I'm a scientist, a physician, and a public health official. I give advice according to the best scientific evidence. There are a number of other people who come into that and give advice that are more related to the things that you spoke about the need to get the country back open again and economically. I don't give advice about economic things. I don't give advice about anything other than public health. So I wanted to respond to that. The second thing is that you use the word we should be humble about what we don't know. And I think that falls under the fact that we don't know everything about this virus. And we really better be very careful, particularly when it comes to children. Because the more and more we learn, we're seeing things about what this virus can do that we didn't see from the studies in China or in Europe. For example, right now, children presenting with COVID-19 who actually have a very strange inflammatory syndrome, very similar to Kawasaki's syndrome. I think we better be careful if we are not cavalier in thinking that children are completely immune to the deleterious effects. So again, you're right in the numbers that children in general do much, much better than adults and the elderly, and particularly those with underlying conditions. But I am very careful and hopefully humble in knowing that I don't know everything about this disease, and that's why I'm very reserved in making broad predictions. Thank you.
Okay. Alright, bitch, get out of here. Get your funky ass up out of here, bitch. They on to you, bitch. You shouldn't have let them hoes put you out there like you knew every motherfucking thing that was going on. They telling everybody to listen to you. You understand me, nigga? If we gonna listen, we even had niggas coming out here saying, nigga, I'm gonna listen to the signs, I'm gonna listen to them. Nigga, listen to his motherfucking ass now, right? Because the numbers are in, and motherfuckers are saying we just spent way too much money on this shit, and the numbers are lower than the motherfucking flu last year. Okay? The real numbers are lower than the motherfucking flu from last year. And the only reason why everybody goddamn went crazy around this hoe was because of your punk ass. And now it's time to open back up, nigga, and you ain't ready to open back up. Why? Because your people them ain't ready. But turn up, let's see what Trump had to say about it.
Well, I was surprised by his answer, actually, because, it's just, to me, it's not an acceptable answer. Look, he wants to play all sides of the equation.
Trump said that boy want to play all sides of the equation, all right? Hey, man, y'all need to say what y'all want. Trump a straight up motherfucker. He a white boy gangster, okay? Trump say this whole ass nigga Fauci, this shit is unacceptable. The nigga out here want to play all sides of the equation. You know what I'm saying? Trump say this hoe want to play all sides of the equation like I don't see his bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? But Trump can't, Fauci can't be fired, y'all. He can't be fired, right? Now, we'll go into that another day, but let me turn up on this. So Fauci out there, Trump wants the schools open and shit. He wants shit to start opening back up. Fauci, every time he get around these other niggas, his other homeboys and shit, right? He talking that other shit. You feel me? So Trump called him out on it. I don't give a fuck, nigga, and I'll whoop you. I beat your bitch ass up. Give a fuck about no Fauci.
Please.
Dr. Fauci yesterday was a little cautious on reopening the economy too soon. Do you share his concern
About reopening what?
reopening the economy too soon in some states?
Look, he wants to play all sides of the equation. I think we're going to have a tremendous fourth quarter. I think we're going to have a transitional third quarter. And I think we're going to have a phenomenal next year.
When you say Dr. Fauci is playing both sides, are you suggesting that the advice
Well,
he's giving to you is
I was
different?
surprised by his answer, actually, because, it's just, to me, it's not an acceptable answer, especially when it comes to schools. The only thing that would be acceptable, as I said, is professors, teachers, etc., over a certain age. I think they ought to take it easy for another few weeks, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, who knows, whatever it may be. But I think they have to be careful because this is a disease that attacks age and it attacks health. And if you have a heart problem, if you have diabetes, if you're a certain age, it's certainly much more dangerous. But with the young children, and students, it's really, just take a look at the statistics. It's pretty amazing. Because our country's got to get back, and it's got to get back as soon as possible. And I don't consider our country coming back if the schools are closed. And it's had very little, very unusual.
All right, so this conversation coming up about the schools and shit, goddamn, y'all see who Como, they just threw him in the back seat. All right, so we're going to come over here to Kara Baker, appointed chair of CDC Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, okay? This was from Back in the Gap. Check them out.
The battle is being fought. One family, one physician, one health center. Talking about the minority and strategies against the minority. So I have the solution. Every study published in the last 5 years, when you look at vaccine refusers, I'm not talking about, hesitants, most of them we can talk into coming to terms, but refusers. Rid of all the whites in the United States because Houston is the most diverse city in the entire United States. There are 7 Asian language spoken. I've been a minority for years in the city of Houston. The majority is, we call Hispanic. That is not a race or an ethnicity. That is a political designation. But
okay, I listen to what this white woman said. Come on, folks, be running around with that Hispanic shit.
Ethnicity, that is a political designation.
That's a political designation.
From Central, South. Immigrants.
They're at
Right.
risk when they come here. It's in Mexico.
It is the well-educated in terms of pieces.
All right, them hoes don't want to let me be great. They don't want to let me be great, right? So we're going to come over here, right? Now we're going to check it out. Now I told y'all, now Comey as we see, this nigga here is shit getting hot for him, right? Trump then came out and called his motherfucking ass out after his little hearing yesterday. They on his ass over there, my nigga. What's happening, homie? We done fucked off this bag. We're gonna get this bag from. What's up with it? Trees in the building. Home of the Braves in this motherfucker. Goddamn Pamela Eyes Wide Clear. Elise Jones. Alicia, my bad. Alicia Jones in the building. Goddamn. Boxing and barbecue. Blunt talking. Blunt talking 45. Goddamn to Nori K. What's up, Nori? I would hate me too. He said, what a link. I'm trying to put this on IG. People need to see this. Oh, nah, we ain't dropping no links today, family. We ain't dropping no links today. Woke sister in the building. What's up with it? What's up with it? Now, I'm just going to run through the bill so we can get up out of here. Hey, y'all bang the like button, bang the cash app, goddamn. Let's turn up. All right, House Democrats eyes new funds for COVID testing surveillance, okay? Who? Hold on, run that back. Who eyeing this shit? House Democrats, okay? These fucking Democrats out here playing with y'all like this. It's the Democrats. But niggas running around this whole talking about anybody but Trump. Anybody but Trump, but House Democrats are new funds for COVID testing. Let's turn up. House Democrats are looking to provide more funds for COVID-19 testing surveillance to aid efforts to restart the U.S. economy, to head a proponent House Health Committee said Friday. Representative Frank Pallone Jr., chairman of the House Energy and Commerce Committee, said during a rate technical conference briefing with lawmakers, the House does intend to do more in terms of funding for testing and contract tracing program. At the briefing, one witness outlined his $46.5 billion plan to reopen the economy and expand the COVID tracing workforce. Andy Slavitt, former acting administrator of the Center of Medicare and Medicaid Services, warned that the COVID pandemic is still growing in much of the country and the public health infrastructure needs to expand. We're heading 100,000 American lives lost, and we're not applicably slowing, he said. Representative House Bobby Rush, y'all remember Bobby Rush, right? OG Bobby Rush has pitched a $100 billion grant program, HR 666, to remobilize corona testing and contract tracing. The most recent coronavirus relief package, Public Law 116-139, includes $25 billion to expand COVID testing. House Democrats wants to originate the next corona response package and plan to unveil their plan as early as next week. House leaders said this week. Democrats have pushed for greater oversight of nursing homes, subsidizing health insurance premiums for coverage under the consolidated budget to help people who lost their jobs keep their health insurance coverage and bolstering Obamacare subsidies. Members of Peloni's committee have advocated giving states and local government money to contact trace and surveillance on people with COVID-19 and for isolation programs for people with the virus. Okay, so they have given money to contract trace and surveillance people with COVID-19 and for isolation programs of people with the virus. How many of these policies will Gunner Republicans support is unclear. How many policies will Gunner Republicans support is unclear. All this shit is coming from the Democrats. They don't even know if the Republicans are going to back this shit. Of all of this bullshit that's been going on has been coming. Bro, I've been saying this shit and saying it, homie. All of it. Wait, I got something for them motherfucking Democrats. I got something for them hoes. I just thought of something. I got something for you niggas. You hoes steady want to run around this whole play. Bitch, I got something for you. Okay? I'm going to drop a bomb on these hoes. Watch. I'm going to drop a bomb on them. All right, let's turn up over here, goddamn. Okay, let's turn up over here. The COVID-19 testing reaching a Contacting Everyone Trace Act, or HR 6666, will authorize federally administered COVID testing groups to enter homes and force testing against residents. Will and then take those who test positive to quarantine sites. So they talking about coming in, snatching niggas and taking them to quarantine sites, family. On May the 1st, 2020, U.S. federal leaders negotiated emergency proposals to combat the COVID-19 coronavirus disease pandemic. U.S. Bobby Rush from Illinois introduced a proposal that would set aside $100 billion to local agencies identify people who are exposed with the corona without knowing it. Bang the like button, bang the cash app, let's turn up. Bang the like button, bang the cash app, let's turn up. Rush, a Democrat, right? It's the fucking Democrats, man. How many times do I gotta fucking say the Democrats, man? And these hoes running around here and got niggas thinking that Trump is just the most racist nigga in the motherfucking world and this nigga need to be stopped. He the devil. We need to get him out of here, goddamn, because he gonna kill black people. And the whole fucking time, it's the fucking Democrats. And while all of this shit going on, you know these hoes got the nerve to show you about some motherfucking police brutality that they're allowing. Nigga done brought up a case from February and dropped that bitch on you the same week of the homie motherfucking birthday. Rest in peace to the king of mine, goddamn. But these hoes are using this nigga name in vain. That's some hoe ass shit. And then they gonna let the nigga off, right? Then they gonna let the niggas who did it off. Then what? All this fucking wasted ass energy for nothing. Then they hoes out here playing. Joe Biden come out here talking about he demand justice and all of this shit here. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit is a play, family. It's a play. It's a fucking distraction from the real shit that's going on behind the scenes, right? And then they ain't gonna come out and let you know that it was a distraction that they done played on you until they got what they was looking for, right? After all this shit here died down and they done got the laws passed and shit, then they gonna come back out and say, all right, nigga, we got some new shit on the board, nigga. We at your doorstep now. You know what I'm saying? I heard you had that Rona. I heard you had it, my nigga. You need to come with us. A Democratic who represents most of the Chicago South Side authored the so-called HR 666 COVID testing reaching and contacted everyone Trace Act, a 646-word bill that would establish a new grant program under the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention to which local clinics, hospitals, non-profits, and schools could apply for funding. But soon after Rush introduced the legislation, a formality of congressional lawmaking that precedes the committee hearing process where federal leaders negotiate specifics of legislation and decide whether it should advance for final votes. Critics, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit began sharing posts describing how they interpreted Rush's legislation. While some of these interpretations suggested that legislation would allow grant recipients to be prohibit a non-vaccinated person into their facilities. Others interpreted focus on what the legislation would mean for COVID-19 testing. People claim HR 66 will violate American constitutional rights by allowing federally administered, allowing federally administered testing groups to enter homes against owners' will in order to conduct COVID-19 testing to force people to take the test, even if they didn't want to. These types of fears around HR 66 morphed into exaggerated claims that the legislation would allow COVID-19 testing groups to enter your house, test, and vaccinate you at its will, and will take your children. You okay? Will come in and take the goddamn children. And while we over here running around jogging and shit, you know what I'm saying? Jogging and shit, these hoes behind the motherfucking scene, nigga whipping up a whole recipe to come kick your fucking dough down. Alright? Come kick your goddamn dough down. Alright, you know what, man? I'm gonna go ahead on and end it right here. Goddamn, Trill just started. You know, my bad. You know what I'm saying? My bad. We're gonna go and end it right here, goddamn. I might come back a little later, man, and turn up. You know what I'm saying? But I got a whole nother bill pulled up on this Obama gate, goddamn. We're gonna go into shit that was happening way back in March that was taking place, that was surrounding this same case right now. I got a whole fucking bill pulled up, man. This shit gonna take me a little time. I fuck around and ran up to the mall, man. I ended up catching the taxi back home, though. I went to the mall, this shit go catch a play, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna put y'all in my business, man. But shout out to the Patreon, all in my business over there, goddamn. But you know, catching plays around this motherfucker. But you know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't gonna put y'all in my business out. That ain't for YouTube, goddamn. That's strictly for the Patreon. But we gonna get over there, man. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool, goddamn. Birthday, we need to connect these dots in the real way, man. You know, I mean, if y'all want me to finish, man, I'll run through it, man. I'll try to get it done quick as I can, goddamn. What's up with it? The breakdown of a woman perspective in the building. What's up with it, goddamn? How you feeling? How you feeling? You know what I'm saying? He say, impeach the demon cracks. Ain't that right? Now and eat like a motherfucker. Man, it's been cool. What's up with LG Stormy B up in this motherfucker? Nay in the house. She say love and light. Good show, bro. He said come back. Man, you know what, man? We're gonna turn up, man. We got a couple people in here. God damn. Y'all niggas, boy. Bang the light, boy. Bang the cash out. Let's go ahead and get through some of this shit then. Alright, I deal with I make it quick. I break down. Hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we'll do 5 slides then. We'll do 5 of them. All right, Israel accused of planting spy devices near White House. Surveillance devices planted over past 2 years, says report citing former U.S. Officials. Israel is likely to have planted mobile phone spying devices near the White House and other sensitive locations in the U.S. Capitol over the past 2 years that cited 3 former U.S. officials. The miniature surveillance devices mimic telecommunication towers to gather information, including the content of phone calls. The U.S. government concluded Israel operated were most likely to have put them in place to spy on Donald Trump and his associates. The news website reported. The official of the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin rejected the accusations. It is a blatant lie, saying the country had a long-standing commitment not to engage in any intelligence operation in the U.S. In the article, one of the 3 former intelligence and national security officials, none of whom identified, said the Trump administration, which describes itself as the most pro-Israel U.S. government in history, did not rebuke its ally. The reaction was very different than it would have been in the last Obama administration. One former senior intelligence official was quoted as saying, with the current administration, there are a different set of calculations in regard to addressing this. The Guardian was unable to immediately verify the report, which has emerged from Benjamin fights for political survival before the next election week. It is said the FBI and other agencies use detailed forensic analysis of the device, known as stingrays, to link them to Israeli agents. Okay, it was pretty clear the Israelis were responsible. A former senior intelligence official was quoted saying, "Now, what kind of shit is this, right?" Now, y'all remember when Obama was in the motherfucking White House, him and Benjamin, the Israeli prime minister, them niggas was close to the motherfucker. Obama gave them niggas so much money. Taxpayers in the U.S. paid them hoes so much motherfucking money. It was insane, right? And now, this whole little spy shit on Trump and them, this shit been going down. When Trump first was coming in after the inauguration, he didn't even want to sleep in the White House, family. He slept in the Trump Towers. Y'all remember that shit? I don't know how many people were paying attention back then, but this shit been going on, right? And so this whole Obamagate shit, this shit ain't nothing new. These niggas have been doing criminal. This shit goddamn Democrats. They goddamn Democrats. These motherfuckers are something else, okay? I'm talking about all the way from going over to Benghazi and all type of shit, man. I forgot what was the name of that movie. What was the name of that movie? Like 13 Hours or y'all remember that movie, man, about them soldiers? They had them running that play over there and they couldn't use the guns because they weren't supposed to been over there. It came to find out they were supposed to been over there. And then they had got them niggas killed and shit and come to find out it was Hillary Clinton motherfucking ass behind it and them damn Democrats. All right. It is said the FBI, okay. The Israeli embassy spokesman in Washington further denied the accusation, saying these allegations are absolutely nonsense. Israel doesn't conduct espionage operations in the U.S., period. The White House, the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, and the U.S. Secret Service did not comment. The Prime Minister has launched an aggressive campaign to woe minorities. The campaign to woe minorities. Hold up, it jumped on me. The Israeli embassy spokesman in Washington further denied the accusation, saying that, okay, let me jump down. What was that? The White House, the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, and the U.S. Secret Service did not comment. Thursday for talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin, which has been interpreted in Israel a last-minute attempt to win over Russian-speaking Israeli voters. The Prime Minister has launched an aggressive campaign to woe the minority of 1 million people, running ads in Russian and eradicating a giant poster of him and Putin on his Luki party and television headquarters. Noataway has been showing up nationalist voters for fired language and hardline promises. Alright, and so these motherfuckers been caught. How many people knew that, man? Drop a one if y'all heard that. Drop a one if y'all heard these hoes been caught. And that this here was doing, what's up with it, New Marie? I see you, Dark Truth in the motherfucking building. Fine Divine in this motherfucker. What's up with it? He say he smashed that like button and hit bang the cash out. Appreciate that love, man. Goddamn. That's my goddamn number one hitman right there, goddamn Divine. That nigga always looking out, goddamn, in the real way. EJ say turn up in this motherfucker. Appreciate that love, EJ. Hey, bang that one, man, if y'all knew that these hoes that they call Israel spying on these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So when we go back, right, and so niggas running around this hoe talking about what is Obama Gate and all this type of shit. Come on, my nigga, I just caught your homie trying to get down on me. And so when all of this shit was doing the Rona, right? It's some more shit too. I'm gonna leave them slides for another bill, man. We probably can come back later and build on that. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here. The Department of Justice Inspector General is busy conducting reviews of wiretapes touched by DOJ and FBI officials responsible for the improper wiretaping of Trump campaign volunteer Carter Page. But little has been said about the important, outstanding question that theoretically impact thousands of U.S. citizens whose privacy may have been improperly or illegally invaded by the government. In 2016-2017, there were 4 government wiretaps against Page. Each reportedly last 90 days. The FBI theory that Page was a Russian agent or imminently about to become one. A wiretap allows government agents to collect, listen, read, rifle through and store emails, snail mail, phone calls, text messages, photographs, bank records, you name it. But under a little known policy, the government allows itself to extend the collection of personal material far beyond wiretapping target to people 2 hops away from that person. Okay? What does this mean? It means the government not only listened in on Carter Page, but also authorized itself to access highly personal communications of everyone who contacted Page. That's the 1 hop. And believe it or not, everybody who contacted those people, 2 hops, okay? And so, listen, I brought this up to let everybody know about when this contract tracing shit coming in, okay? This whole little COVID tracing motherfuckers, okay? They gonna put the 1 hop on your ass, then they gonna put the 2 hop on you. Okay, let me run it back, right? Let me run it back on everything that is touching. A wiretap allows government to collect, agents to collect, listen to, read, rifle through all stored emails, snail mail. Under a little known policy, the government allows itself to extend collection of personal material far beyond wiretap targets, okay? It's called a 2 hop, okay? Which means, it means the government not only listen in, but authorize itself to highly access highly personnel communications to everyone contacting your ass. That's the 1 hop. Everybody that's contacting you, they can listen in, check their bank accounts, their records, everything, homie. And then the 2 hop is everybody that calling people that called you, okay? And so when they putting all this fucking money in, and they got Bobby Rush motherfucking ass coming up there, and goddamn they putting all this shit in, homie, and they using the COVID in order to come in and do it legally, right? Because right now it's illegal, okay? And you got niggas like Trump who banging against the shit, and niggas got the audacity to come out here and talk about anything but Trump. Nigga, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? You know what I'm saying? And so, man, look. This shit is getting to a point, homie, to where it's ridiculous. It's getting to a point to everything that's fucking happening. Motherfuckers are really inviting the shit into their motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? And then you got motherfuckers out here who trying to stand up to the shit, and these niggas that trick you out your spot. He is a fucking racist, but he ain't doing the shit that them niggas doing. You know what I'm saying? Like Khaled Enigma said yesterday, don't nobody win out of this shit but white supremacy, right? Okay, a pandemic unbends the country. Trump and Biden seek to make Obama central to their campaigns. Okay, so when niggas want to know what Obamagate is and shit, nigga, I just brought it out to you. Okay, that's the type of shit that's going on around this motherfucker. That's the type of shit that they talking about. President Trump is impugning former President Barack Obama, taunting conspiracy theory called Obamagate to rally his conservative base. Joe Biden is embracing the 44th president, emphasizing the partnership Democratic nominees tries to consolidate support. And Obama himself, after months of relatively silence in the national political debate, he leveled sharp criticism at Trump handling the novel coronavirus outbreak and is poised to take center stage this weekend when he addressed millions of young people in a virtual